Alright, hey music producers and sound designers, welcome back to the stream. Today we're going to be looking at diving into Reaktor and using it to design a plucky cinematic sound that we can use in our productions. Let's dive right into it. So, what is up everyone? Today we're going to be diving into Reaktor to design a cinematic plucky sound from scratch. This is perfect for R&B, trap, or even film score vibes like Party Next Door or Il Angelo. And so this challenge for me, I'm going to have a few minutes, most likely 10, to make this pluck sound pretty amazing. So stick around and rate the final sound 1 to 10 in the chat. Let me know. So we're going to start off with the patch. We're going to start off with an empty blank space. And I'm going to add in 2 oscillators. Going to move pretty quickly to get this sound built out. So we're going to name that oscillator 1. We're going to name the second one oscillator 2. We're going to blend them together. And we're going to send this out to through a filter and a VCA out to our final destination, which is our output to our speakers, our left and right ports or left and right outputs. Going to send that out, and then I'm going to slightly detune one oscillator. We're going to start with 2 waves, and in this case, I've picked. We'll just use sine. We'll use sine for this because they're pluck, and we'll slightly detune one of these waves, maybe a couple cents, maybe 5 cents, and then I'm going to start with these 2 oscillators, and because these saws are going to give me rich harmonics, they're great for a bass, plucky sound tone. And detuning one just a bit adds some stereo width to our sound. It makes it feel more alive in the mix or inside your track. So now I'm going to add in some ADSR control so that we can have some control over the actual input of the sound from pluck to final sound. So it's going to look like going to look something like that, renaming our controls, getting our panels organized, and we're going to turn the volume on, get some sound through this plugin. Going to give a slight reorganization to our panel. It looks actually pretty good the way it is. Bring an envelope up here, our mix right there, filter, and everything goes out to the VCA. Turn up our depth. Check if our keys are working, and we're getting sound. Should be able to hear that now. Yeah, okay. So we are getting sound through this module, and now I'm going to bring it back up, and we are going to get to shaping the pluck. So we need a short, snappy envelope. So that requires to have a quick attack, fast attack, and a short, that's not the right one, a fast attack here, and a short decay. So we want a quick sound, and we're going to reduce our sustain. Get that to sound plucky. This is what gives us that percussive sound, harp-like hit instead of a sustained pad-like sound. So we're going to insert that low-pass filter. And we want to bite a little bit in the beginning. Your pluck really comes alive when you add that filter. I'm sending a touch of cutoff to that envelope so that it bites and it can start to fade out the sound like a classic cinematic pluck. So I'm going to turn up the volume. Okay, and now we're going to run a slow LFO through this. I can hear something still. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're going to run a slow LFO through this. And it's going to be run through to modulate the pitch of the filter. So the filters here. I'm going to modulate the pitch. And you can hear it working. The pitch is going up and down. It's modulating over time. We can increase that pitch of that modulation if we'd like, but I'm going to add in a scope so you can visualize that, and you can see just how that's working. So I'm going to go into the VCA. You can see the volume amplitude is going louder and quieter, and it's going faster and faster as we increase the LFO. So pitch is being modified. Okay, so we're going to add a little reverb to our module to give it some space, and finally we'll be done with this quick sound design. So we are like 6 minutes in and we already got a sound. That's great. I'm going to keep going with our last few minutes to design the sound. We're going to bring in that reverb. Just to finish off our sound. Give it some little more character to the pluck. And there we go, got a more percussive sound. It's kind of pluck pad sound. You don't want too much sustain. Okay, so we've got an idea there. Just going to capture that. And then we're going to go back into here. We're going to save our sound. Make sure we do a save as so that we have our sound for later use. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So now we've created our sound. We've saved it. We have a little loop we can use. And in under 10 minutes, we have a sound. Hopefully that helped you with sound design and to understand the signal flow and create sounds that you can use in your productions. Just as a recap, we created modules here inside of Reaktor, our modular patch environment, and we've created a sound that we can use in our productions. Something that sounds like that, and that's it for the session. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something. Don't forget to grab this free 8-sound taster pack, link in the description. I will also be continuing to build out this track. If you'd like to stick around for that, great. So I'm going to continue, and we're going to build out our actual session. So I'm going to take this sound, build a little pad around it, and we're going to make something from it, a little loop, just to demonstrate this production. Okay, so I'm going to make this loop around. Okay, we got a loop. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and remove this section. Move it to the bottom. And we're going to duplicate this, because now we have a loop that we can use. And we can rename this to Pluck. Just going to do a Command J. We're going to consolidate our clip. And we're going to rename it to our Pluck. So there we go. We've got a clean sounding Pluck. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to add a pad. So we're going to go into our plugins. And we are going to, oh, that didn't quite loop. Okay. Okay, here's where what's going wrong. We got a loop here. Excuse me. All right, so we've got a loop going on. Let's cut it here because I don't think that was looping correctly. There we go. Just going to join these clips, consolidate them into one, Command J. And now I'm going to go in and add a pad to this. So we're going to go into our collection. We're going to pick something for Arteria. Just want to add some kind of pad on top of this, like another layer of sound. We're just going to layer some sound in. Okay. Gonna double check the keys. Keyword, A minor. So we're gonna go into redesigning some chords. Run A minor. Oops. Just I need to update that. So let's go. We're gonna change the sound. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can change the key. if we render it to audio, we might be able to do that. So I can resample Pluck here, and this is how you resample. Okay, so let's just check that we have that. Yeah, we do. Now we can mess with the pitch. And this is how you would modulate your pitch inside of Ableton. Just grabbing your audio clip and manipulating with the pitch knob. And then we're going to take our progression, or MIDI, we're going to export it to this track. And we're going to put it in the order that we need it in, so something like that. And we're going to take our clip, oops, and we're going to move it to the right place. Okay, so we've got this little loop here. We can add a little progression track to it to lengthen out the loop. So let's just demonstrate it in our tracks and how we can use sound design to enhance our tracks. Okay, we're going to add in simple rhythm. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna bring in some percussion. I think that'll help it out. Just to finalize the loop that we've created. Add that last little layer and demonstrate what you can do with this. Okay, so added my last element. Let's see what we have. No, it's not going to work. Okay, we're just going to put another percussion element. And there we have it. We have full percussion loop made with our Reaktor sound. Hopefully learned something in the session. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next live stream. Peace out for now.